Hey y'all, it's Day. So, I am going to be doing a reading for us today, and I have a special guest, which is the Fortuna Tarot deck. This is the deck that I was actually talking about a couple of videos ago, and I had its, sister Oracle deck. But this is the Fortuna Tarot deck, and this is the one I was saying where it has like the planets and the signs on each of the tarot cards that kind of help to explain or give, a further description of the meanings of the cards, and I found that very helpful. So yeah, so excited to use this deck. It's one of my top tarot decks, and I do have a number of decks. I think it's probably 10 or under. I try not to be like a deck junkie. Try to get the ones that are really important to me and that really stand out and are useful, purposeful. So yeah, let me know if you guys would like me to share my decks with you. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I got this one in green, but they have this in a beautiful deep royal purple color as well. Let's go ahead and get started. So we have the Eight of Pentacles here coming out sideways, and it's ruled by the Sun and Virgo. So shining within your work. And the words due diligence is coming through. Coming out sideways, we have the Nine of Pentacles here, ruled by Venus and Virgo. Interesting. We also have in reverse the Princess of Talismans, which is the Page of Pentacles, which is very earthy. We have that in reverse. Interesting. Okay. We also have the Strength card here in the in reverse, ruled by Leo. It's in reverse here. And we have Five of Pentacles, ruled by Mercury and Taurus, in reverse. Okay, interesting. The word love is coming through. The word passionate is coming through as well. The word remorse is coming through as well. But I am getting this feeling of someone being injured emotionally or disappointed emotionally, and they may be younger. I'm getting this feeling of like someone younger having their feelings hurt or being disappointed, or something about their creativity crushed. Like it also feels like someone young whose their sense of inspiration and creativity has been crushed or hurt. We also have the Four of Wands here, ruled by Venus and Aries in reverse. Yeah, it's definitely something about their sense of self, The words "they're standing" is coming up, and it's kind of like something about something that would light their fire or ignite them. Like it feels like the word courage is coming through, and it's also feeling like their sense of self, the light of themselves, like their confidence. That's what it feels like. Their confidence has been injured or dimmed or something like that. We also have the hanged one or the hanged man in reverse. Oh, it's not in reverse. It's like this. It's upright. Or was it reverse? I think it was reverse. Sorry, it's confusing looking at it this way. The hanged one is in reverse. Yeah. Okay, wow. Okay. Let's see. And the hanged one or the hanged man is ruled by Neptune. The words sense of self and purpose is coming through. And it just feels like something about what they're going through. There's a sentiment of suffering as well. Sadness. Okay. And with this Eight of Pentacles coming out sideways underneath this Princess of Talisman or Page of Pentacles in reverse, very interesting. So I'm getting like right now, it's just like I'm hearing it's just the beginning. So something in relation to this person's confidence, the integrity of something about their will, their spark for integrity, something about what they're going through right now. They are a pentacle. They are the Page of Pentacles. And underneath it, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which can represent self-mastery or working on a craft, working in general, working hard towards something, building something. And I was hearing this is just the beginning. So what they're going through right now, it just feels very saddening, and it feels like this situation is affecting their confidence, their self-esteem, but they are a pentacle. And something about that is saying this is only the beginning. What? Nine of Pentacles. And with this Nine of Pentacles coming out equally under this Strength card in reverse, and this Five of Pentacles in reverse, says something about they're going to have to learn. The word integrity is coming through. It's like something about they're going to have to learn how to value themselves. They're going to have to learn how to value their skills. They're going to have to learn to see something about bread is coming up as well. Okay, and I was hearing something about the situation, like integrity of the situation. Like something about what they're going through is going to, a part of their lesson is learning how to see kind of like seeing the good in a situation, or seeing what can be taken from a bad situation that can be used to create something else or to build something else, like salvaging something type of energy, making something out of nothing type of energy. And it has to do with their creativity. So their creativity is going to be coming or being developed out of like hard places, out of hard circumstances. Then we have the Ace of Elixirs, which is the Ace of Cups. And that's the sign of earth or water. I think it's water. Then we have the Four of Wands, or the Four of Keys in this deck, ruled by Jupiter and Libra. The Four of Keys. The word remorse is coming through again. Very interesting. And with this Four of Keys, it does feel very tangible. And it feels like something that is going to be developed, or that can be developed by the person this reading is about or for. And the words commercial vehicle is coming through as well. I feel like this Ace of Elixirs or Ace of Cups has a lot to say, but it is kind of quiet. Something about it, though, does feel very magical. I feel like what this person is going through could harden them and make them very pessimistic, but the word optimistic is coming through. And something about this Ace of Cups is like saying the word rebirth is coming through, but I feel like this person has a very like mystical, dreamy, imaginative aspect of themselves. And I'm not sure if with all that they're going through, that this might be something that's within them, deep within them, that might be covered with all that they're going through, or something that they haven't discovered themselves. But it kind of feels like this is something that they are already are. It kind of feels like one of those people that have been through a lot, but you would never know that they've been through that much. Or someone who has been through so many things that they, I'm hearing equipped. They're equipped. They're just like it's like ingrained for them to look for another route. Like they never give up. They just keep looking for another route. And they're just optimistic and magical in that way. And I'm not sure if that person knows it or not. Okay. So we have the Emperor here in reverse. Definitely getting some Emperor's Aries vibes from this person. Um, Aries did come out with this Four of Wands in reverse, Aries and Venus as well. But this person does just feel, I'm hearing leader and entrepreneur. This person does feel like an emperor, very fiery type of energy. They have a lot of will within them. They have a lot of energy within them. And I'm trying to understand I'm also getting like a sentiments of a cry for help. Oh, okay. I heard the words in a reckless endangerment. So I don't know if right now or this person may be going through a phase where the words abandonment is coming through, very reckless or erratic, or they can be what's it called, where they just take risks and things like that. They could be falling into this type of habit where they're just being reckless. I'm hearing reckless endangerment again, like maybe just taking risks, not just being the safest that they can be. So that's something that you want to be mindful of. If this reading is for you, try to reel it back in. And this may be a result of just being hurt, gone through so much. And maybe even feeling like nobody else cares about them or nobody else sees the value in them. Just traumatized in a way. Something about this person needed more care. They needed more love. They needed more attention. They needed more love. I don't know if I said that already. The word sacrifice was coming through as well. So they may have felt sacrificed, or they may have taken a lot of sacrifices. I keep on getting that this reading may be for a feminine. But if it's not, like I said, I always get a lot from these readings, regardless of who it's for, as a reader. And but I do understand if you don't want to just watch other people's readings. But it does feel like it's for feminine and feminine. And I keep getting this, like, I guess, imagery of someone just being so magical, you might not even see yourself as this, like feminine, magical, just very, like, I'm seeing you being viewed as very beautiful, but not necessarily like beautiful, like celebrity beautiful, just beautiful in your mannerisms or like in your likeness. And I'm even getting like tomboyish type of vibes as well. So not to be misleading or to give a particular type of standard of beauty, but just something about how you are authentically is very beautiful. And I just keep getting this feeling like that you've been through so much. I don't know. It's very interesting. And I don't know. The thing is, because this reading can be for anyone, it's very, when I say that this person is beautiful, I don't want people to just think about like physical attractiveness, because at the end of the day, beauty is subjective. And I've seen interesting people find interesting things beautiful. But if that's something that you're struggling with, like, just definitely try to get to a place where you accept yourself the way that you are, and you try to ground yourself as much as you can in your beauty and accepting your beauty and embodying your own beauty by being as authentic as you can. But I say all that to say, like, this person, it just seems very beautiful in their likeness. Anyways, we also have the Hermit in reverse. And the Hermit is ruled by Virgo. And this is coming out underneath this Emperor card that was also in reverse. The word swindle is coming through. So you may be doing some type of activities that are not, I guess, becoming or limiting to who you really are and all the things that you can be. We also have the Two of Keys here coming out underneath this Page of Pentacles and on top of this Eight of Pentacles. So I'm getting also that this person is also not necessarily crafty. However, like, they can do a lot of things. I'm getting like they could do things with their hands. They can make things. They're not afraid to get down and dirty. But it's not necessarily like getting down and dirty, like, but it's just like, I don't know, this person is very, they use their hands a lot. They can get things done very easily, I'm hearing. Or you can make money with your hands. Something. Underneath this Strength card in reverse, we also have the Three of Pentacles. Oh, okay, that's why it's falling on top of this Eight of Pentacles, this Two of Keys, and this Three of Pentacles. So making money, because I was saying that the Eight of Pentacles can represent working hard, self-mastery, working on a craft. So with this Three of Pentacles and the Two of Keys falling on top of that, is confirming that, especially on top of this Page of Pentacles. And with this Three of Pentacles coming out underneath this Strength in reverse, it's possible that working with others may not be your strongest suit or of no interest to you. We also have the Ten of Pentacles ruled by Mercury and Virgo falling out underneath this Five of Pentacles and on top of this Nine of Pentacles. So you are definitely, I'm hearing, a gold mine. And by that, I mean, like, you're just full of life, full of possibilities, full of blessings, full of abilities to achieve, abilities to experience success. However, with this coming out underneath this Five of Pentacles, you may not see or realize that. But this Ten of Pentacles is falling on top of the Nine of Pentacles, which represents like self-worth, privilege, like high class type of vibes. It represents high quality. So this Ten of Pentacles, your abilities on top of your self-worth and a positive self-image. Underneath this Five of Pentacles, which can represent like a lack mentality, poverty, hardships, experiencing circumstances, physical circumstances that feel very limiting or a depletion of some sort. So that may be awesome things that you have experienced or gone through in your life. And I feel like that may be this overarching theme in your life that you're being asked to overcome, to realize differently. And I'm also hearing like love yourself. We also have the 6 of Wands or 6 of Candles upright, ruled by Jupiter and Leo. Wow. And this is also coming out on top of this 8 of Pentacles. Coming out on top of this 9 of Pentacles, your self-worth, your high class, your high quality sense of self, which came out sideways, letting us know that's something that you are being asked to work on, to tilt it upward, because it may be something that you may want for yourself. When something comes out sideways, these are situations where it's like it's a desire in our head. It might be something like that we will think like would be nice, must be nice, but it's a desire. And there's this one quote that I came across that said, I forgot the words, but it's like desires are something like desires are unmet possibilities or something like that, waiting to happen, something like that. Wow. So we have 6 of Candles underneath this. I'm just getting like party, parade type of energy. And this is another one of those situations where it's like you might not have felt this way, but a lot of times spirit, like our angels, guides, ancestors, they have like such a more positive view just because they can see more than us. And even though our circumstances don't look like how we wish or we want or we desire, like all that's coming through is all this potentiality, and the word progress is coming through. Okay. The words United Kingdom is coming through. So I'm not sure what that means. Maybe you're from there or something. I don't know. So we have, what is this? In reverse. Is this reverse? I gotta be careful with them 6 and the 9s. Yeah, this is upright. Okay. So we have the 6 of Pentacles here, ruled by the Moon and Taurus. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like all the cards that are coming out here, 6 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, the 4 of Keys, the Page of Pentacles, the 2 of Keys, combined with the Emperor and the Hermit and this Ace of Cups. It's just like all this magical manifestation type of energy. I was saying earlier with this Ace of Cups or this Ace of Elixirs that you feel very magical and imaginative, or like the potential of that, dreamlike or something like that. And so we have this 6 of Pentacles here, the Moon and Taurus coming out on top of, I'm trying to figure out, does this go, this goes on top of this 4 of Wands in reverse. Okay. I'm also hearing birthday cake. I was kind of getting sentiments of a party and cake type of energy earlier too. I just feel like it's like, I don't know. It feels so rich. It feels so delectable. Like I'm getting like the like, you know how like different cakes have I guess different textures, but you mostly want it to be like fluffy and moist, a little moist. Like you don't want a dry ass cake. But I'm just getting like this very fluffy, like yummy cake. Mm. Okay, so this Four of Wands that this Six of Pentacles is falling on top of was under this Hanged One in reverse, where I was saying earlier that I just getting a lot of feeling of pain. The word remorse is coming up again. But like a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of longing, a lot of having gone without. I'm getting like again, I'm hearing princess cut, but it's like I said earlier, it feels like this is for a feminine. But this like it feels to me like this little girl, whether it's you as an adult woman, or your inner child, deserved it all. However, never received enough love, never received enough attention, never received a lot of things that would have nurtured her self confidence and self esteem and self worth. And with this Four of Wands underneath, is kind of like this belief in that, like this person that has gone through all of this kind of feels like, no looking forward to things, or they kind of feel bland or nonchalant about life. There's no looking forward to, there's no expectation for more type of energy. And I feel like they kind of fallen into like this, they just kind of feel like flatlining in life. But this moon and Taurus with the Six of Pentacles is falling on top of that. And I'm not sure what that means. It does feel tangible. It does feel like it could be a blessing as well, like something coming through in the physical world for you as a blessing. It's kind of what it feels like, or like something unexpected. The word remorse is coming through again. This might be the fourth time that it's coming through. So each reading is different. I think sometimes a past loved one will come through and make themselves more pronounced than others. I feel like maybe they don't want to just like come through as much, but they just want to like they give the message and stay back or whatever. But remorse is coming up again, so I don't know who this past loved one may be to this person. Possibly a father. I'm not sure. Okay. So we have the King of Talismans. What? King of Talismans. Interesting. So talismans is talisman is pentacles, but it's showing a sword here, which is interesting. That's weird. Okay, so King of Pentacles is coming out in reverse. On top of this, Two of Keys. Yeah, because the keys are swords. Oh, wait. Yeah. 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 The keys are swords. So this is a pentacle. And this Two of Keys was where I was talking about whoever this reading is for, or whoever this reading is about, has the ability to like work with their hands or do something with their hands. They can be very crafty. They're not afraid to get down and dirty, like to get the job done. And there's some kind of money or ability to profit, I'm hearing, from that. And then we have the King of Pentacles falling on top of that Two of Keys. So I'm definitely getting like that's more, even more encouragement if you are someone that works with your hands or have the ability to work with your hands. Doesn't matter if it's making cakes, doing art, playing an instrument, cleaning. There's money in that available to you. And with this, mind you, this Two of Keys is falling on top of the Eight of Pentacles. Like, there's definitely encouragement towards that, towards building on that, mastering that, working on that. So we have the Tower here coming out in reverse as well. And this is falling out on top of this Six of Pentacles, where I was saying that it feels like possibly a tangible blessing coming through. And it may actually be coming from this past loved one that is coming through with a reading that has been expressing remorse. Because it felt like a blessing. And that combined with the way that this information has been coming through and the word remorse coming through, that has given me indication that it's from a past loved one. Because it just feels like something materializing, some kind of blessing, some kind of manifestation. And in the traditional tarot, the Six of Pentacles is that guy who is like giving to the poor, giving to the needy. That's coming out underneath the Hangman. And where this is coming out underneath the Hangman, where we were talking about you've undergone or experienced some kind of lack of something that you should have, and suffering that you should have never really gone through or experienced. So I feel like that blessing is coming through from this past loved one, and it's coming through by way of a Tower moment, with this Tower card coming out in reverse. So it's definitely coming through in an interesting way, or an initially unpleasant way, or an initially undesired way. But it feels like a helping hand. It feels like a good Samaritan type of vibes or something. If it's definitely a breakdown of something that's not needed. But it kind of feels a little rusty. So it's like whatever this thing does break down, it's kind of like not a surprise type of energy, but that something is going to be renewed. Very interesting. The Magician. Beautiful card. I love these cards. So the Magician is ruled by Mercury. And I'm feeling this card coming out on top of this Princess of Talisman, or Page of Pentacles, that came out in reverse. So again, with this Page of Pentacles, we definitely confirm that there's something available to you that would allow you or equip you to be able to make money using your hands. But then we also have the Magician coming out on top of this card. So the Magician is all about using the resources that are available to them to make something, being resourceful. And I think we talked about that earlier too. Yeah. When we talked about how you have been through so much, you kind of have this optimism about you, or you've been through so many things that it's kind of like ingrained in you to think of another option. It's like your mind has this rerouting type of, oh, okay. Your mind has this like rerouting type of way about them, whereas someone else, I'm hearing stuck, someone else would get stuck, or like me, or like get disappointed, and they'll kind of sit there for a while, or they'll get discouraged. Like if something doesn't go through or something falls through, you automatically start thinking of the next thing. You automatically start thinking of the next thing. You automatically start thinking like, I'm getting like escape routes, like you never give up type of energy, because that's something that you've learned with all that you've gone through, with all the disappointments and setbacks that you've been through. And that's a part of the very magical aspect of you with this Ace of Cups or this Ace of Elixirs. And that's bringing me back to this Emperor in reverse that we had, and with the Hermit coming out underneath it. And I heard the word swindle, and it's kind of like, it's like right now you may be doing something like petty offenses, like stealing little things, or maybe taking things from people, or I'm hearing pocket picking. Oh my gosh. Like you might be doing things like that, and that's why I was saying earlier, it's like I don't know if you're crafty, but I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it's like shit like that, something that you're doing, and that's tied to this Emperor version of you. But the message here is that you're doing little like things like that to get by, or whatever you're doing them for, but you're meant for so much more. Your skills are so like you don't even know like all the things that you could be doing. Like you don't realize like how expansive, or just how deep, or um how large of a capability that you have, that you could do with, I guess, the mindset, or the just the eye for that you have with the stuff that you're doing currently, that's on a kind of like a lower level, a low vibrational type of activities that you're doing right now. But you are the Emperor, but you're the Emperor in reverse right now. So an example of that, I gave in several readings ago, where we talked about a misuse of your gifts, a misuse. Someone had the gifts, they had gifts, they were using it to like manipulate and do other things, and they were encouraged to use their gifts in a for what they're intended to be used for, but it required a more vulnerable version of themselves. And it was like, instead of using your voice to roast people, you could like use your voice to like make poetry, and or write songs, and that required a more vulnerable version of themselves, because it's like, I'm used to roasting people, now you want me to put myself in a position to be roasted, you want me to put my heart out there. But by using their gifts in that way, as they were intended to be used, it's more fulfilling, and it brings in more quality experiences and exchanges. And this is kind of similar, but it's just like, it's similar but it's different, because it's just like, damn, all the things that you could do. Like, you are the Emperor in reverse with the Hermit. What? I feel like this Hermit card has something more to say, but I don't know what. So we also have the Justice card here coming out in reverse. And the word swindle is coming through again. So this Justice card in reverse is coming out on top of this King of Pentacles that we just talked about, where there's something within your capabilities that is waiting or asking you to, I'm hearing materialize it, build on it, progress it, take it seriously. Oh, okay. And Justice in reverse is falling on top of that. I feel like a lot is going to be lost or missed out on by not doing this, by not developing your craft, by not working on yourself, by not partaking on this self-mastery journey. That is in relation to what we were talking about earlier, something working with your hands that you can make money. I'm hearing something is at stake. Oh, let me straighten up a little quick. Ooh, okay. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, you are someone that can make a lot out of a little, or make good things happen out of bad circumstances. Oh yeah, I was talking about very in the early of the reading. I was like, there's something about this salvaging energy, something about being able to take a bad situation and take what you've learned from it, or take what you've gained from it, no matter how little it is, and making something else. And with this Magician card coming out on top of this Princess of Pentacles, it's definitely speaking to that energy again of crafting, wielding, being resourceful, salvaging, utilizing the resources that you have and making something else, or making the most out of. So with this Justice in reverse coming out beneath this Magician card, is just like, it's acknowledging that if you can make a lot out of a little, how much you think you can make out of a lot? Like, what? And that's justice. That's your justice. What? Stop. What? Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. What? Yeah. The fuck? That's creeping me out. Not creeping me out, but like, that's crazy. So we also have the Ace of Wands, or the Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Ace of Candles coming out sideways. Okay. Remember I was talking about you being discouraged or disappointed, and this Four of Wands, or this Four of Candles that came out underneath this Hangman, where you experience a lot of unnecessary suffering and longing for and going without and lack of. This Ace of Candles, Ace of Wands, new opportunities, new creations, new inspiration is coming out sideways on top of this Three of Pentacles, where collaboration may not be your strongest suit or desirable, and this Justice card is coming out sideways, letting us know that that's something that you may have to do or realize for yourself. But that is a part of your justice. Like I said, there's something that you went out without so much earlier in your life, and an opportunity for justice is coming through. And the word swindle is coming up again. The word treacherous is coming up again. Not again, for the first time, treacherous. It just kind of feel like something you want to let go. This swindling, this like lower vibrational use of your skill, of your craft that you've been using, because it is limiting. Like I said in that other reading, it's just like you're getting things in exchange for this swindling or this activity that you're participating in, because it has been a way of life, and there's no need to feel shame about it. But you do want to start getting into the place where you're not doing that anymore, because you want to start to build confidence and putting your trust in other things and putting your energy into working on this craft that you've been blessed with, and that you have a lot of capabilities I'm seeing here in doing and making money. So you want to kind of like try to get away from that, just because it's limiting. And I'm getting like it's also dangerous. And I kind of feel like it's like, I don't feel like, I don't know. It just feels like it's like running out. Like, you know, like you could do things for so long and then you'll get caught, and then there'll be a big consequence for it. Or you do something so long and then you'll get hurt or something like that. It kind of feels like we're coming to the end of the line for whatever this lower vibrational activity that you've been participating in. That's what it kind of feels like. It's kind of like just the universe's way of saying, okay, it's time to move on to the next thing. And that's when we start to experience those tower moments, when we don't answer the call, when we continue to do things even though things are being played out. That's the type of energy. Like, it's like the end of the rope. Like, let's focus on something else. So we have the Four of Cups coming out here. Okay. And the Four of Cups is ruled by the Moon and Cancer. It's coming out sideways on top of, it feels like it's coming out on top of these three cards. Which was the Tower card in reverse that came out underneath the Hanged Man. The Ten of Pentacles. We're talking about like you have a lot of great things available to you. And then the Six of Wands. Oh yeah. And then the word remorse is coming through again. Yeah, so I'm just feeling like success is available to you. The word independence is coming through. Feel like some kind of nurturing energy coming from this Four of Cups. I'm not sure what it is. It kind of feels like a memory or a loved one I'm hearing. I just feel like some very warm and loving regards from this past loved one. And it's coming to you in a way physically And I feel like they just want you to know that they really love you, despite what the relationship may have been when they were alive on Earth. Just feeling warm and loving regards. So we have the Nine of Cups in reverse, ruled by Jupiter and Pisces, falling out on top of this Ace of Elixirs. Definitely. So yeah, this Ace of Elixirs, we're talking about how magical, whimsical you are, how imaginative, and I was hearing superpowers, and then we have Nine of Pentacles in reverse falling on top of that. Not Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, sorry, which can speak to like contentment, but I'm getting like emotional security, emotional, acknowledging your emotions, or I'm hearing reprieve. Okay, reprieve, like in a way being saved or relieved from punishment or harshness. We also have King of Cups here, falling out on top of this Ace of Candles. Talismans, okay. King of Cups. And the Moon in reverse, falling on top of this Three of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Very interesting, this Moon in reverse coming out underneath the Strength card. I feel like whoever this reading is for or about, they, like I said, you've been through a lot, and it may have taken away from your ability to feel things. It feels very intense to ask you to feel. There's even though you're very tough, it just kind of feels like you're really meant to be very soft. Like I said, you're like a feminine, and it feels like you needed to be nurtured and cared for and loved and got attention and given esteem and all this type of things, but you were never given that. And I was getting like these tomboy sentiments. So like feeling and receiving love may be hard for you. But that's kind of what it feels like. Feeling awkward or feeling or not knowing how to feel about receiving love is kind of what it feels like. Feeling nurtured is like you're not necessarily the type of person that will like fix someone else up either, but being the one to get fixed is kind of like you feel like a sense of unworthiness or awkwardness, or like I don't know how to feel about that. It feels weird. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Candles or Seven of Wands, Mars and Leo. In reverse, falling on top of this King of Elixirs. Okay, now it's starting to make a little bit more sense, because I wasn't entirely sure what does this King of Cups have to say falling on top of this Justice card in reverse and underneath this Magician card. With this King of Elixirs, I'm not entirely sure, but it's something about, like, I'm not sure if, like, you need to develop compassion or, oh, I'm getting, like, you're a fighter. You, like I said, you've been through a lot. You're a fighter with this Seven of Wands or Seven of Candles coming out. Like, you're a fighter. You're kind of on the, you can play offense and defense, but right now you're on the defense mode. And okay, there may be someone that's going to be coming into your life, like a masculine, that will be able to nurture you and give you the type of compassion that you always deserved. But I feel like it's going to be very challenging for you to receive that. And like you're just so used to fighting and having to defend yourself, it's going to take a lot. And then we have the universe. Yes, yes, yes. I love this deck so much, bruh. We have the universe coming out in reverse. Underneath this Four of Keys, where I feel like, what I say about the Four of Keys earlier, I'm not sure what I said about it, but I know that I said it felt very tangible. And I think it feels like, right now, it feels like the Four of Keys represents you and your capabilities, or you and something about your abilities, or something that you can do, or something about a skill that you have learned with all that you've gone through, or like your ability, like we was going back to this swindling or this pickpocketing. I'm getting like pickpocketing type of energy. Like you're so crafty. You've learned. You always, like I said, your mind is always rerouting a new way, despite obstacles, delays. No matter what you go through, you automatically start thinking of another escape route, another way to get something done, another way. And these Four of Keys represents your ability to do that. And I'm hearing ignite. And basically, when they're bringing up the swindling, like I said, they want you to start using those same skills that you already have and incorporate them and use them in the way that you were intended to unlock and experience, certain life experiences that we were supposed to, like when we use our gifts the way that they were meant to, and you not realizing how big, how great, how far, how extensive, how I still haven't, throughout this whole entire reading, gotten the right words that I want to use to describe it with this Emperor in the reverse, but it's just like on some king shit, on some corporate shit, on like a bigger scale. It's like you could create something on a bigger scale that's not just going to be for you, but be for others. I don't necessarily know that that's what it is, but it's just like 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 what was coming, like that's petty shit. Like I was saying, petty offenses with this pocket picking, like that's petty shit. Like you could do bigger things, you could do greater things. Like that's the energy. So with all that said, with the Four of Keys and your ability to unlock opportunities, experiences, to pocket pick, like I'm getting like picking the latch. Like you could do that on a bigger scale for more people. For like, we need someone who is courageous. We need someone who is vigilant. We need someone who is always going to think outside the box. That coming out, underneath that, we had the fourth keys that I'm talking about. We had the Ace of Cups, where we're talking about how imaginative, mystical, magical, special you are. And then we had the Nine of Cups, which in the original tarot can represent emotional fulfillment or contentment. And I'm just seeing like different things of being available to you emotionally. And then I heard reprieve earlier, so it's just like I'm hearing thankful, like something coming through that is kind of like I said, you've been through so much, and it's just like going from that to receiving salt baths. And like it's just kind of like, I don't know if this is experience or this something that you're receiving, but just like going from everything that you've been through to like being in a state of receiving and being able to, I'm hearing relinquish, being able to heal. And like I'm like getting like going from everything that you've been through, receiving a lack of intention, love, care, to being pampered. That's like the contrast that I'm getting. But the being pampered is coming through as like being put in an environment or in a space or in an experience where you can relax, where you can receive, where you can get nourishment and heal. Something like that. Okay, so I had to recap all the previous cards to speak about this, the universe coming out in reverse on top of that Nine of Cups. And with that coming out, it's just kind of like, despite what your circumstances is looking like right now or what you're going through, knowing that the universe is continuously working out or working for your highest and greatest good, and it just feels like things are moving, things are coming together for you in very surprising ways. And a sentiment of time is coming through. It just feels like it's your time to experience something different, something else, something new. We have King of Candles here, or King of Wands, falling out on top of this Moon card in reverse, where we're saying you're feeling a little awkward about receiving. King of Candles. Being able to receive, going through that is going to help you. The word reprieve is coming through again. Like I said, you've been through a lot and you're not used to receiving because you've gone so long and you've suffered with this Hanged One in reverse for no reason for a long time. And it's like going from that and surviving it to being received. It's like you automatically want to go to a place like, I don't need that, nor do I want that. It feels very uncomfortable. But something about allowing yourself to receive, whether that's nourishment or help from others, is going to help you get into a place where, for one, you can heal. If you can get to a place where you realize that I need this, and you get to a place where you can accept the help, it's going to help stand you up so that you can go back to what you're doing with the very grand foresight that you have, because you are a leader. And with this King of Wands coming out and the Emperor came out earlier in reverse, that definitely lets me know that this is something that you need. Of course, the Emperor needs nourishment so that they can continue to lead. The King of Candles, the King of Wand, is a visionary. And with your pocket picking transferable skills, like go into your craft and what you're meant to do, like you're a visionary. And that's kind of what I was trying to say earlier. Like spirit is just like, you're doing petty offenses, but you're meant for so much more. And it's just like, you are the King of Candles, and the way that you're going to be able to set yourself up to truly be the full extent of the visionary that you are and be the help that we all need in this world. Like, you need to be able to get to a place where you can receive love. And that's why that Justice card came out in reverse. And that's why that Seven of Wands came out on top of this King of Cups. Because there's an aspect of you that, like I said, never got to receive. And I have no idea why it's coming out as the King of Cups. That seems like a big jump to me. But with the Seven of Wands coming out on top of that, it's acknowledging that you're in this defense mode, which is understandable. But you're meant to, this stage that you're going through, your challenge is to receive and to allow yourself the time to heal. Like, I'm getting like a soldier or a warrior that he's been out, he in the sun, he's been I heard beaten, I don't know why, he's been beaten down in many metaphorical types of ways. He's gone without food, like he's been through all these different types of tests. And then imagine coming back from a war or that type of long enduring experience and feeling like just returning back to society and not wanting to partake in the healing. Like, you have someone that's just like, hey, like, take this salt bath, hey, like, you need to, relax, you need to do that, and rejecting all of I mean, nurturing can come in so many different ways, whatever that looks like to you. So your homework really is like, if someone is giving you something, start getting in the mindset to receive, start getting in the mindset to experience love, start getting in the mindset to receive care, start getting in the mindset to allow yourself space and time to heal. Like, that's your homework. And that's interesting because it's just like, to a lot of people, it's like, I wish, but you don't understand that some of the stuff that people go through, that shit is not easy all the time. Okay. So we have the Eight of Wands, or Eight of Candles, which is ruled by Mercury and Sagittarius. Okay. This is falling on top of this King of Candles that we just got through talking about, where you are a visionary, but in order to be a visionary to the full capacity that you can be, you need to receive that love, care, and healing. This is falling on top of that card, the Eight of Candles, Mercury and Sagittarius. I'm not sure what that is saying, but it does have something to say. Then, this is the third ace card that you got. You got the, oh no, wait. That was the Page of Pentacles. You got the Ace of Wands earlier? No, hold on. We got another ace card earlier. Sometimes it could be hard. Oh, this is not an ace. This is not an ace. You did get an Ace of Wands earlier on top of your work. This is not the ace. I thought this was the ace. This is a 3 of Wands, ruled by the Sun and Aries. This is a beautiful card. All of them are. So the 3 of Wands is falling out on top of this 4 of Cups, where I said that from this past loved one, it's just like they're sending you a lot of love and warmth and compassion towards you and blessings towards you. And that 4 of Cups was also falling evenly on top of the 10 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands and the Tower card. And with those cards, I was saying like a lot of success is available to you, but something is going to have to fall away first. And now I understand that Tower card more, because the Tower card fell out in reverse underneath the Hanged one, where I said once again you experience a lot of suffering, lack of, and going without. And we just talked about all of this, your need for, to receive, and the challenges that you're gonna go through with learning how to receive. That makes that Tower card Tower card make a lot more sense, because that's a part of like what is falling away in your life. And like I said earlier, it felt like whatever is going to be falling away, it kind of felt rusted, or like I got like something falling away, but it was like crumbling away, like meaning it was already dead. And a part of that is just like I'm hearing ego, like it might be relating to the ego, this ability to receive nurturing and care after all these years going without. So with this 3 of Wands falling out on top of all of that, that 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and Tower card in reverse, as well as the 4 of Cups, I'm not sure how to describe that. It's something about looking forward to all of these things. Okay? It's a looking forward to all these things. You've been through so much, and with that 4 of Wands in reverse, it was kind of like I was saying earlier, something about you is like very nonchalant, very grayscale, very flatlined. Having something about this is asking you to, or is going to reignite your will or your optimism towards the things that you have experienced. Not necessarily towards the things you have experienced, but despite the things that you have experienced, looking to better experiences. Like not feeling like because what you have experienced is always going to be your experience. That's what this 3 of Wands is saying. Wow. Yes, yes, and yes. We have the Magnum Opus, which is a additional card that was added to this deck. And I haven't got a chance to read that card again with all that it means in detail, but this is just like, think of like an opal. An opal is like a predominantly like white, almost pearl-like, but it has like green and blue and pink little like fragments that reflect out. And this is coming out on top of this 8 of Wands and King of Candles underneath the Strength card. So I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I know that it's something a huge blessing, a huge manifestation of something great. It's something that you would look back on and be like, there was this one part of my life where everything just came together, everything just worked out, and it was kind of like one blessing after another, and it was just kind of like I got elevated to this new space. I don't know. Kind of feels like that. I am wanting to wrap this reading up now because we're at an hour and 20 minutes. We have the King of Keys in reverse, or King of Wands. Hold on. Oh no. Keys of Swords. That's why I keep on. They get me with this. Sometimes with the when they switch the imagery up. This is the King of Candles that we got earlier, which is King of Wands. And I forget that the keys is swords. Cause remember on the King of Talismans, it was a sword, and I was like, why are y'all trying to throw me off? So yeah, but it was the King of Pentacles. Like, stop. Anyways, King of Keys, King of Swords. Coming out on top of this Three of Wands in reverse. And you can see that it is a closed gate. Ooh. Very interesting. I'm hearing relinquish. Then we have the Princess of Cups, the Princess of Elixirs, coming out on top of this Seven of Wands here. Having this is the card where I was talking about you're a fighter and you have your defenses up. But right now, this next stage is going to be asking you to be able to receive love, care, and nurture and healing. And with this Princess of Cups coming out on top of that, it's definitely speaking to that. Like, you're a little girl inside, and it may be very repressed, I'm hearing, deep, deep, deep inside of yourself. But if you really get to a place where to be honest with yourself, this is something that you're going to be asked to develop, because this is the Page of Cups. Learning to love, learning to receive, learning to experience compassion for yourself and others. And all that is going to be helping you with your Magician, because like I was saying earlier, you're very crafty. You've made certain things out of nothing. And then remember, I was saying earlier, how about if you can make something out of nothing, how about making something out of a lot? And so a part of this Magician card, where you're going to be learning how to be resourceful and be crafty and develop your master your skills that's related to working with your hands. That's also gonna, for some reason, this being able to receive love and nurturement, you developing that is gonna help you be resourceful in that way, or developing your resourcefulness in some way. So it's very interesting how everything is connected, or it's very interesting to me how certain things are connected. Like, you mean me being able to receive love is directly affecting my ability to make money? Like, what does it have to do with being resourceful? but it does. I'm seeing it here. Yeah. Because, like, you can only get so far. Like, if you're the doer, you have to learn to be a receiver. There was this one post I saw. It's like, the healer needs love too. The doer needs space to themselves too. Like, we gotta find balance. That is the key, to find balance in life. So underneath the deck, we have the sun in reverse. This is definitely letting me know that the sun type of experiences are available to you now. Receive it. It's in reverse because right now you may not be able to see it. You may not be realizing it. You might feel cringe or be cringe or like feel uncomfortable, but the sun greater experiences, despite all that you've been through, is available to you now. And on top of the deck, we had the 10 of Keys in reverse. Your capabilities, your abilities are available to you now. You have greater things to do than, pocket picking and small petty offenses and swindling. Greater things are at stake, I'm hearing. Greater experiences are available. There's so many things for you to unlock. This is ruled by Gemini and the sun. Yeah, because remember I was talking about something using your hands. Gemini is known for using their hands, and the sun and Gemini together, definitely speaking to your abilities with the keys. You got the keys. You got all the keys. You have all the possibilities, so much is available to you. Don't forget it. And start getting yourself in the mindset to receive more. Start getting yourself in the mindset to experience more. All the things that you didn't get as a child, all the experiences that you didn't receive are going to be available to you now. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Let me know if this reading touched you, what parts of it touched you. This is definitely healing for me. Yeah, oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.